All right, guys, we're gonna run the bike with no can on it, straight pipe back, because why not? We're installing the exhaust, so let's see how it sounds. What is going on, everybody? Today is a big day. Spite and I are here, and we're going to install the new exhaust on the CB650R. I think it's gonna be a pretty big job. What do you think, Spite?
Yeah, I foresee a little bit of swearing and a little bit of trying to sit and parse some Italian, but we'll figure it out. It's gonna be fun though.
Yeah, because as you guys can see here, being that it is a full system, it does have all 4 of these pipes we gotta take off. The radiator's kind of in the way, and yeah, the whole thing has to come off here. So it's gonna be a pretty big job, but I think we're up to the task.
Yeah, it's just gonna take, you know, a little bit of patience, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, and in case you guys don't know, why do we have the CB650R? You already know what it is. It's our beginner bike giveaway series. Click the links below, learn how to get started and enter to win. We're giving this bike away, the Ninja 400 and the DRZ 400. So get started to win and don't miss out. But without further ado, let's get started on this exhaust.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright guys, before we remove the exhaust, let's get a quick sound clip of the stock system to compare to the new one. So, Spite, fire her up. So in pure Italian bike fashion, the instructions actually don't include how to take off the original stock exhaust system from the CB650R. Originally, Spite and I were looking at it and we were thinking we're gonna have to remove this radiator right here. It's gonna be kind of a big job, have to drain it, remove the whole thing. But in looking online, thanks to our Lord and Savior Google, not Rossi in this case, all we have to do is take off this little bolt down here, swivel this forward a little bit, and see if we can get all those bolts off of the original stock exhaust system. Let's give that a shot. Alright guys, status report. We've got all bolts off, or nuts rather, for the bolts of the header pipes, and now we're going to try to loosen the rest of it and then start getting the exhaust off. Birthing this baby, as it were. It's crowning! Go, Jake!
Come on. Come on.
Oh, let me... That'll help you out. One sec. Oh, these are fully off. Okay. Oh,
we're free.
Yeah. Wow.
That is a full stock system right there. It is so pretty though.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Those pipes.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get it up somewhere and display it because it's beautiful.
Yeah, this is a trophy right here.
Yeah.
But look at how big this feels. Like it weighs, I don't know, 25, 30 pounds.
Yeah, do we have a scale in here? I think it's in the other garage.
Yeah, upstairs.
Yeah.
But this is quite heavy.
Yeah.
We're dropping so much weight. Like just comparing it to what is gonna go under there now.
So much love. Well, that huge cat.
Yeah, no, that bread box is, that's huge.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Scrambler. The Scrambler had a huge bread box underneath it.
Yeah, I think you still got it upstairs.
Yeah. Sick.
All right, now it's time to start assembling.
Alright guys, we're gonna run the bike with no can on it, straight pipe back, because why not? We're installing the exhaust, so let's see how it sounds. Yeah, it's gonna run like shit when you do that. I noticed as I revved it up, it was just like really not liking that very much. So
Yeah.
we'll get that pipe on there. It's mean as hell though. So, for everyone watching at home, this is obviously not the bracket you want to see on an exhaust, but we had to do this because the bracket actually came broken from the factory. Now, that's not Leo Vince's fault. You know, anything could have happened in shipping. This is a pretty delicate part. Anything smashes against it, probably cracked it. So we had to put heat-resistant tape on the inside, and we put some duct tape on the outside to hold it in place until we get a replacement for this part. So the winner of this bike is not going to get some janky bracket on it, so don't worry about that. We're going to get this replaced, but let's fit this up, man.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so for the folks at home, I had a 919. And one of the classic mods that 919 owners do is they take the headers off of the CB R900RR and do the whole header swap and instead of having the two cans up here,
It goes off to the side,
it comes
right?
out to the side just like this. So this
Yeah.
is very reminiscent of the 900RR header swap that a lot of 919 owners do.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
yeah.
It is a Hornet though, you know?
Pretty much, yes. Literally, it's all basically the same stuff. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And for those at home, we did remove the baffle for the sound check, so let's see how it sounds without it.
That's the ticket.
I like it without the baffle.
It's not that loud.
Not that loud.
Very good. Holy cow.
That's great.
Somebody is gonna be very happy.
Oh my god, yeah, are you kidding me? This thing's amazing. Once we get the tail tidy on it too. All right guys, that was the CB with the stock baffle removed, so you can see it's just a nice clear pipe. And honestly, not that loud, right?
No, I mean, the baffle I think would even be overkill.
Yeah.
It would be super, super quiet. So, I mean, might as well put it in for science, but you know, you could easily run this thing without the baffle all day long.
Yeah, I agree. I think we are ripe for a test ride now. Let's go check it out and see how it does.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty guys, we're heading out with the CB. Got its brand new Leo Vinci exhaust on it, sounding pretty sweet. Spite actually won a rock, paper, scissors competition, and he gets to have first dibs on the bike, so congratulations, Spite.
Thank you.
I'm relegated to the Ninja 400, which, hey, it's not so bad. That's life, you know?
There could be worse places to sit.
Yeah, give us a startup. Let's see. No crazy revs because we're at the station. We're not piss this poor guy off. But it's got a sweet idle.
It really does.
And also for all the keyboard warriors out there, yes, we're taking it out without a tune for a little bit. Don't worry, we've got a power commander coming real soon, but we just wanted to see how it sounded on the street. One little test ride is fine. Bike's not going to blow up. We're okay. Everybody relax.
It's all going to be fine.
Yeah, just calm down. So for everybody watching at home, unfortunately, we finished this exhaust install up right at rush hour traffic, and Austin is notorious for its terrible rush hour. Terrible. It's one of the worst cities in the world for traffic.
But it's also, you know, blessing in disguise. We're not going to be tempted to rip up and down the road.
That's true.
So,
But Spite and I wouldn't know anything about rush hour because we spend our 9 to 5s meme making and shit posting on the internet. That's our lot in life, you know.
that has been such a change to my lifestyle, and oh man, is it fun. Instead of having a folder full of financial models, it's now a folder full of god-awful pictures of stretched Turbo Busas.
Come on, man, you don't gotta lie. It was full of porn. You don't gotta lie. That folder was full of porn, and you know it.
Am I that easy to read?
So, of course, videos about the CB, so how's it sounding from the saddle?
Oh, dude, it sounded fine before, but now it's like perfect.
Now it's just right.
It really is. It's,
yeah.
You know, we said earlier that, you know, it's very similar to the 919, and it really, really is when you're sitting on it. The only difference is it doesn't have that big lope. The 919 kind of had this like lope to it.
Yeah.
And,
Being that that's a smaller and newer engine, it doesn't have that cool lopey sound.
But it still has this really kind of deep, bassy, you know, almost sounds like a boat kind of sound to it at idle. And then,
yeah,
you know, as you get on it, it really does kind of wake up.
Yeah, and that bike really needed to be opened up a little bit from the fact that it's just so muted and so quiet. And I'm really hoping once we get that tune on there, it's going to sort out that, you know, middle rev kind of 5,000 to 7,000 RPM dead spot we have.
Oh, it absolutely will. I'm
Yeah.
sure that there's a tune specific for the Leo Vinci.
Yeah, because between the CBR 650
and then the CB650, and then the CBR650F. That bike, that engine is in like 3 different models of bike, if I remember correctly, going back to like 2014. So people know a lot about it. People have been doing a lot of stuff with it, so I don't think we're gonna have any problems getting a tune on it. But from my perspective, back here behind you, it doesn't even sound that loud, which is awesome. Like you and I have talked about this, like super loud exhausts are so annoying. You don't want something super loud, and that system, even without the baffle, I don't feel like it's overkill at all.
No, it really isn't, and that's something that I was shocked by. And it actually, if you know, depending on how I cut it up, maybe I've got a shot of us messing around with that link pipe. That link pipe actually has a bit of silencer built into it, so it's actually silenced in 2 places, which is, I think, kind of rare for a full system.
Don't go too crazy. Yeah, that's a classic sound, and from my end, like, it just sounds good. It doesn't sound overdone, you know?
It's just right. Oh man, and it just feels so good. Honestly, you know, of course we're gonna put a tune on it, of course.
Yeah, but you don't want to let it run lean, otherwise they're gonna blow up.
Yeah, but right now it feels good. You know, it's not making much more power. That's what the tune's for. But you know, it feels so natural.
Yeah.
You know, at idle there's a little bit of weirdness where the fuel mix is just a little too lean.
As a side, did you see that statue back there?
Yes, I did.
With the big nose? That's probably like a swinger's house. Like somebody who like loves having sex parties probably lives there. There's no way.
Dude, look at these gates here. All of these, so if you go down about 300 feet, there's water.
Yeah.
That's that river, and all of these houses are built into this hill. And they're all, you know, fabulous multi-million-dollar,
yep,
you know, super awesome houses.
Away from us peasants.
I mean, you can kind of see down there, just that driveway.
Yeah. I need at least 3 more Ducatis before I can buy a house here.
This kind of feels like the right spot for this CB, you know.
Absolutely.
Fancy houses. This is where you'd expect to see some fancy cars, and this is like perfectly in the right spot for it.
Yeah. And just like in the environment too, like this bike is built for, you know, cool, like, you know, back road carving like this, city riding, easy going, no crazy knee dragging stuff. That's what it's designed for, you know?
Yeah, and it's so happy here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come up next to you, closer. Just give us a rev. Just pop a rev for me. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it sounds like a proper inline 4 now.
Wow, this road is so great to just like go cruising on. This should be like our new spot to like just ride down on as well. It's like City Park is great, but this is very scenic as well.
Yeah, this is where I learned to ride. I taught myself to ride in these hills.
Yeah, MSF be damned.
Yep. This, like, you know, I went out, I bought my first Harley before I actually knew how to ride. They threw in the MSF class for free. I took the class once and then came out here the next day.
Yep.
And I touched my peg down to the ground that day, and
oops.
I guess I've been, you know, bitten ever since.
I had a somewhat similar story when I started riding. It was up in DFW in like May of 2015, and we were having like a historic rainy season. Like every day was like pouring rain. We had more rain in that month than we'd had in like 100 years. Are you turning left?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And yeah, I basically had to learn how to ride a bike in the wet, like my first whole month of riding.
That would be an interesting experience, trying to learn all in the rain.
Yeah, like I was riding back from my brother's house one time, and I was on my bike, and it was rainy and wet and windy and dark, and I'd been riding for like a week, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm a high enough level to be doing this right now. It's like when you go in some RPG and they're like, you're trying to fight some like level 36 boss, and you're like a level 10, and you're like, dude, I really shouldn't be in this area of the game right now.
Yup.
That's exactly how I felt.
There was a little bit of that for me when I felt my pegs drag on the ground on my Harley.
You're like, I probably shouldn't be doing that. All right, man, we gotta find a spot to pull off. I gotta try that CB. I know you won the rock paper scissors, but I want to see what it's like to ride with that new exhaust.
All right, she's all yours.
Let's see. Dude.
That is a very good pipe. And I know, you know, the original one was all tucked up and nice, but I really do like that pipe out to the side. It looks aggressive. It looks racy.
I think it's sick, yeah. I think it's super sick.
Agreed. Let's get back out there. Oh, I'm back here on my little steed.
The venerable little ninja. Oh, this is so good.
Isn't it?
Oh, man. Yeah, baby. This is it, dude. Yeah.
That's like a proper bike. I can hear it through the mic. It's so nice.
Yeah. I'll give you a little sound check.
Oh, God.
My favorite thing about inline fours is when you downshift at the high RPMs, they're so sweet.
And you can get that nice little rev match.
You just go like...
Yeah. That's it.
Wow. Yeah, buddy, this is so sick. Yeah, this bike rules, dude. Let's do one of these.
Oh, yeah. That's the ticket right there. Oh, it sounds right. It just sounds right.
It does. This is like when you think of like, if you're after that like classic sport bike inline four, this is it, dude. It just begs you to rev match it.
Oh, it really does.
It really woke up the aggressive nature of this bike. Holy crap. You just want to wring this thing's neck. Yeah, honestly, like, you know, like you said, totally gonna get the tune on it, but wow, it like is working really well. I don't really feel like it's running like shit.
No, the only problem I felt was in traffic. But, you know, a tune will solve that just by richening up the mixture a little bit.
Dude, this is like a little well-kept. I've never been over to this part of town. This is amazing over here. It's beautiful.
I love it.
Like, you're right now it's really trafficked, but it's fine to just run like a fun little pace with it.
I used to take my lunch hours out here when I first got my bike. This is actually the turn where I scraped my pegs for the first time, right here, because it tightens up.
Man, look how pretty this is. Got an ADV bro over here. Bam, son! Give him that wave.
I think that dude was on a BMW in a sweater vest and a button down.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. He was a vesty boy on a BMW ADV bike. Despite this bike sounds so good. When you let off the throttle and you let it hang a little, fuck, it sounds awesome. Oh, man.
That CB is so nice for that pipe on there.
Every time you let off the throttle, it just pops a little bit.
It is nice. We preserved the O2 sensor on it. So, you know, it's compensating a little bit.
Yeah. I haven't seen a check engine light or anything like that.
All right, you want to go back through another loop?
Yeah, man. Why not?
All right. Oh, dude. Oh, it sounds so good. Here, move over to the left a little bit. Oh, look at that thing, man. Oh, it's just so nice. It's just got that 4-cylinder attitude now.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like, we were just talking about this. I don't know if this bike is good for beginners, man. This thing, it really rips, honestly. It goes pretty good.
And now with that pipe, it's just,
it's intoxicating. You just want to continuously rip.
It looks so good.
We gotta fix the tape or whatever, but
details.
All the details, yeah.
And it's going gold already a little bit. I'm not sure if y'all can tell in the light, but you know, by the welds are a little conspicuous right now. But you know, we'll put another 100 miles in there when it's getting the right mixture, and those pipes are just going to be gorgeous.
It's going to turn gold really quick once it's got the right mixture of air to fuel and the gas is running right. Yeah. You know what's interesting is I think I was a little harsh on this bike in my MT-07 versus CB650R video, where I'm like, oh, it feels like corporate and kind of, you know, soulless in a way. And Honda bikes do feel that way, but with an exhaust, the thing really woke up. I feel like an absolute hooligan with this thing now, man.
Well, just because you want to hear it. You want to hear it now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I know that the Ninja's not going to sound as good when we get the pipe on there. You know, 'cause
I'm still excited to see it, though, honestly.
Yeah, like, I love this. You can hear the induction right now. I just want to hear the finish of the, you know, nice little bracky pipe.
I've heard that the Ninja with the slip-on actually wakes up quite a bit. It sounds really cool, so... Again, you know, it's a small bore parallel twin. It's not going to sound amazing, but it's still going to be cool, I think, to rev it out and have some fun with it.
I do think of all three bikes, though, that one has the most considerable change, bar none.
Absolutely.
By switching the pipes. And
it's a bit unfair because we went full system with this one as opposed to slip-ons, but this bike doesn't have any slip-on options right now. So we couldn't even do it if we wanted to.
Yeah, it's a full system, but it's silenced twice, you know? So even though it doesn't have a, you know, catalytic converter or big old bread box on there, you know, it kind of still has a lot of restriction to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's certainly not the most free-flowing exhaust system ever. Oh my God, that is definitely a sex party statue right there.
Come on, that statue? No way.
That's definitely the orgy mansion.
That's an orgy mansion, for sure. If you load it up and then throttle on and throttle off, it pops. Let me try it again. Yep.
I can see the front wheel getting light when you load it like that.
Yeah.
I bet you with a tune, it picks that front wheel up if you romp on it.
Absolutely. I feel like second gear, if you just whack it, it'll lift the front for sure.
Man, even from like 50 feet back, I can hear it kind of getting up in the RPMs. It sounds so good.
I feel like it's making more power than it was before already, but that's just the butt dyno, you know?
Really?
I feel like it's pulling harder for sure. But it might just be the extra auditory stimulant, you know?
Yeah, I could see, it felt a little bit more punchy, but I think that's just, I was feeling more feedback.
Yeah, I just like, you actually can feel it in your butt, like it vibrating and like making noise, you know?
Yup.
Man, God bless this guy going up this hill on this bike, man.
I'm pretty sure that's the same guy who we saw.
I think it is, yeah.
Like, I think in the time it took us to do that whole 10-mile loop.
He's up here, yeah.
He's made it like 300 yards.
Man, I think the CB is going to be a lot like the FC07, where I'm going to really be sad when it leaves. This bike rules, man.
It's just got so much going for it right now. It really does.
It's one of those bikes where, like, you just put an exhaust on and you're like, this thing's done, man.
Like, I really do think that's, you know, one of the curses of the Hondas is you put a pipe on it and you do a couple little things and then it's just done. You put it in the garage and you ride it.
And you enjoy it.
And you don't have to tinker with it. So it's not a tinkerer's motorcycle.
Definitely not, especially a new one like this.
Down we go.
Alright, Spite, now that we've run up on this GMC, whatever mom-mobile this is, final verdict on the old CB650R's exhaust. I think it's approved. What do you think?
I think it's definitely approved. That is like the exhaust to get. It maintains that 4-into-1 look, and it's got the can out the side. That's just looks very good.
Yeah.
And I mean the
I
sound.
am very much in love with this exhaust. I think it added so much to the experience of this motorcycle, and I gotta say, I'm a big fan of it. Now let's try to make it through this 4-way without dying.
Yep, that'll be nice. These guys have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
There you go. That's how stop signs work.
Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed this video of us putting on the exhaust of the CB650R. I definitely look forward to maybe a raw exhaust video on it later on. I'm definitely going to put one up for the patrons, or rather the members, on YammieNoob.co. And with that, look at that beautiful view of Austin, Texas, Capitol right there in front of us. Gorgeous skyline. It doesn't get much better than this, baby.
No,
Life
it
is
does
good.
not.
Life is good. Catch you guys in the next one. See you later.